Let's take a look at these discreet looking video recording glasses. These are not sunglasses, so you can see out of them in lower light conditions. They also have a very slim profile. I ordered these from Temu for about $30. The link is in the description. Here's what you get. It came in a plain white box. The hard case, the instructions, a tweezer for something, the included 32 gig micro SD card, the charge cable, a cloth wipe, and the glasses itself. The lens opening is here and will be on the user's left side when it's worn. The other side has some openings, but if you look closely, there's no lens inside. These feel very lightweight and flimsy. You can see assembly screws on this side. Here's the function button and the mic below it. The other side does not have any ports or buttons. For the micro SD card slot, it's on the inside of the arm. You must fold it down to access it. You can make out the data contact points here. Input the SD card with the contacts facing inward in relation to the arm, like this. It should go all the way in like this. You may need the included tweezer to take out the card. The other area of importance that's not easily visible but shown on the manual is the microphone here, the reset switch that you need the included tool to press in, and the red and blue flashing LED that indicates its status. The specifications claim this is a 1080p camera with a resolution of 1920 by 1080 at 30 frames per second, give or take 1 frame per second. Format is motion JPEG with AVI extensions. It can take 4 megapixel photos in JPEG format at a 4:3 aspect ratio. To set this up, you need to insert the micro SD card and then plug it into the computer. It should show up in your file explorer, and from there you edit the time.txt file from the root directory to match the current time. The format is a 4-digit year, 2-digit month, 2-digit day, 2-digit hours, 2-digit minutes, and 2-digit seconds. You add a yes or no to include a timestamp in your video, and the number after that is the recording interval. That's how long each file will be before it skips to the next file. It can only do from 3 to 5 minutes, so if you put a 3 here, it will start a new file every 3 minutes. The device lets you know its status with flashing lights, so some memorization of the patterns is necessary to fully utilize it. To power it on, make sure you have the memory card inserted. Function button 2 seconds, and it should have a steady red light indicating standby mode. Now in standby mode, a short press will take a photo, indicated with a short red flash. Then it goes back to a steady red, indicating standby mode. To start recording, make sure it's in standby mode, indicated by the steady red light. Press and hold the function button for 2 seconds. There will be 3 red flashes, and then it stays off, indicating video recording has started. To end it, a short press will make it flash the blue light, indicating video recording has stopped. It then stays a steady red, indicating it's now back in standby mode. To shut off the device while in standby mode, press and hold the function button for about 5 seconds. You will see a quick single blue flash followed by 3 red flashes. You can barely make out the blue flash, but it is there. The system is now off. The instructions say that it's 3 red flashes then blue, but it is actually a single blue then 3 red. Keep in mind the system automatically shuts off after 1 minute of inactivity while in standby mode. The difficulty in such a system is remembering which state you last left it at. Since the off state and the video recording in progress state has no status lights visible, you may be wondering, did it run out of power? Did I start recording? Or did it shut off while in standby mode? So plan ahead. Battery life was about 100 minutes as evidenced by the video file timestamps in File Explorer from a full charge to its self-powering off. It started recording at 12:50 and the last file was timestamped at 2:29. I'll end this video with various video samples taken while wearing this in different areas and lighting conditions. The videos taken are horrible when there was any kind of fast movement. The field of vision is also slightly higher than what I was actually looking at. These would be pretty useless for recording your own sporting activities. Even driving around in daylight creates a lot of motion blur. These might be good for watching events where you are sitting or very stationary.
Quán cao làm gì đấy mà Mỹ à, thôi đó.